Thank you again, Jay. That was truly splendid. And apparently he does plumbing work as well. Indeed, indeed. Well, folks, who here got an Easter egg during intermission? Who didn't know there was an Easter egg hunt? You can just boo in this general direction. You think you're mad? What about the dude in the Easter Bunny outfit? I just ruined the holiday for him. He's like, I get 1 day a year, motherfucker. You just ruined it. There was, after the show, apparently there's a lot of Easter eggs hunting around. So if you like candy that's questionable in its poison level, yeah, that's what the chocolate thought. It doesn't really make sense, but it still feels like a sick burn. Yeah, you told her, I think. Anyway, folks, we got something unusual for you, because when you come to the Dead Man's Carnival, you got to see something that you've not necessarily seen before. You don't necessarily want to see it again. But hopefully you're happy you saw it once, just so you can tell your friends, you ain't seen shit, motherfucker. And there's only one man qualified to give you that intimate feeling, and that's Mr. Sanjula from Mana. Sanjula is known internationally as the Sultan of Suffering. But he does not share all that suffering for himself. Sometimes he lets a lucky spectator share with a story that they can tell for the rest of their life. If you don't believe me, ask the fourth row. I see,
Ladies and gentlemen, before I was a sideshow performer and gave you half-ass entertainment at full ticket value, I was a bartender who watered down your drinks when I didn't roofie them. Now I'm going to show you a little bartending trick that I learned when I was a bartender. Are you all familiar with the drink known as sangria? Yes. Now, I'm going to make you a sangria, but not just any sangria. It's a sangria of Amana. It's made a little differently, and in fact, it's drank a little differently. Now, what I need is these two lovely young ladies to come up on stage. Sorry, picked at random. It's a lottery. Except when you win, you really lose. Now really, I know this woman right here, and I know two things about her. One, she's always been a good sport, and two, she doesn't have enough money to sue me. So, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
You've done plenty.
That's what my wife says. But I feel it's never enough. Now, I'm going to give you each a very specific job. Now, one, I need you to bring this bucket right over here. All right, I need you to remove all the contents of that bucket and show the audience the contents of the bucket. This is not a magic trick. You can show them. What we have here is the finest wine you can buy in Wisconsin. That is an Arbor Mist vintage year of, yeah, probably made a week ago. However, the ingredients are going to be far more intoxicating the way in which we mix them. Now what I have here is a bottle of wine. I also have a glass, a bucket, and a straw, and an apple. Now, the way I'm going to attempt to do this, I need you to pour that wine into this bucket. I think it's a twist off. Yeah, it's not a corkscrew. It's not that fancy. It ain't that kind of show. We don't got a budget here. All right. So wine goes in. What is the second ingredient to sangria? An apple, right. But we don't have a knife up here, so I'm going to have to improvise. If I could have my chainsaw, please. If you could bring out my chainsaw. My chainsaw. My chainsaw. Yes. Show him your chainsaw, dude. No, that's an egg. Here, show him your chainsaw. Don't put your hand on the blade, dude. It's a real chainsaw. It'll cut you. All right. You failed me. Go wait over there by Pinkerton. He also fails me. Now, he saw Dobbs' egg trick. If I could have my other chainsaw. Mr. Benshaw, if you could get my other chainsaw. Now this can get messy. I warn you. So you may want to take off your clothes. I am. Tips are very important because therapy is very expensive. And he is really my child. Ta-da! Now if you could just hand that real chainsaw right over to her. This is an electric chainsaw for two reasons. One, it's much cheaper than a gas chainsaw. And number two, we don't want to stink you out before you get a chance to vomit with this next act. Oh, wouldn't that be cool if I could actually do that? That'd be fucking awesome. Take that, everybody with real talent. Now what I need you to do is just hold that chainsaw right there. Just right there. You've held the chainsaw before, right? All right. Good. Are you feeling lucky? All right. Go. Hey, I'll do the jokes here. All right. Go ahead and get that stand right there. Okay. Right about there. Alrighty. Now, what you need to do is you need to push this up, and while you're pushing that. Alright. Can you do it? Yeah, you can. And you will. Yes. Now, one thing you have to remember. I'm going to be blindfolded, so I can't tell how close I'm getting, so don't cut my face off. Not in front of my kid. first step to sangria of Amana is how you make it. The second is how you drink it. Who's familiar with a silly straw? It's a crazy straw to some, silly straw to others. Now, I'm not talented enough to just shove this tube up my nose. First, because there's not enough room, I need to drill a pilot hole. Have you ever drilled a pilot's hole? No, you should. You can get free air miles that way. All right. I drill many pilot's holes. And I fly for free everywhere. All right. Now, I gotta drill a pilot hole. So, the one thing when you're drilling a pilot hole into your face that you have to remember is don't just jam it in there dry. It's not a porno. You gotta lick it before you... All right, you played this game before. All right. Now, if you could go ahead and then just lube up my drill with your tongue. Yeah, get it nice and wet. Closest I've come to a threesome ever. All right, if you could just hold this microphone and that drink in the other hand, all right? Love for good luck. Love for good luck. No. Fuck, it was in reverse. Looks like there's a little bit of blood there. Let me hear you scream. Who wants hepatitis? It's okay, I don't really have hepatitis. Alright. Gotta put on my glasses so I can see here. Any jokes? Go ahead and tell one. Tell a joke. Something that's funny. Your mom! My mom is not funny. My mom once came to one of my shows, only once, and she said, "Everybody hates you. They're not laughing with you. They're laughing at you." And you know what? I had a stripping teddy bear throw a tub of pudding in her face. Who's laughing now, bitch? All right. find me at my website at IllinoisSexOffenderRegistry.org/Sanjula. Thank you.
There you go, Jax. Somebody get this kid some therapy. He's gonna go to a therapist and he's like, I'm not sure, but I think I was a part of a cult. And I'm pretty sure my dad was the ringleader. And the guy with the mustache gave me candy, so it was all right. Ladies and gentlemen, I think y'all, time to get them raffle tickets out, ladies and gentlemen. I got a surprise.